Heartbreak is okay. I'm sorry. I have that song. I have that part of the song stuck in my head anyway. Hello, friends and enemies. It's me, V. I have PCOS. That is why I have a beard. Let me take out my headphones. How are we all doing? It's been a month. A fucking month since I've seen you guys. What's up? What's new? Are we all thriving, surviving, or just barely living? I know. I'm asking that question. I'm putting away my headphones so I can talk to you guys. Um, this one's actually going to be different because I'm going to say a bunch of things that I've been wanting to say for quite a while, but haven't. I'm going to say right now this is sexual. It's adult and sexual, so if you do not want to listen, I understand. Just click out of the video and just go off. Okay? Just please exit the video. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. Okay, so, this year has really opened my eyes of things that I have not done in quite a while. What do I mean? Let me Quentin Tarantino things back. Now, in 2006, I identified as a lesbian. I was someone that did not believe in having sex before marriage. I thought that if you got a tattoo, you were disgusting. I'm sorry, 2005. 2005, I identified as a lesbian and continued with that until 2007. And essentially, I did not believe in premarital sex. I did not believe in tattoos, and BDSM was fucking weird. Then there was a woman from Alverno, because I went to Alverno, and she gave me Wikipedia pages. It was just like a whole list of all these different things, BDSM. And I was like, I would like to try that, or that, or that. And since then, I have been thinking of those things, but I haven't actually gone and done them. For whatever reason, I overthink when it comes to things, and it has hit me because I'm 37 and I'm going to be 38 this year, that I have not really explored my sexuality like I have wanted to. Or rather, all the things that entail. So, first things first, I'm bisexual. If you don't already know, hi, happy Pride. Hope everything has been great. Came out, and the thing is, I had come out in 2001 to someone online, and they were like, everyone's bisexual. So I went back in the closet. I then was like, I'm a lesbian. And then 2007, for the first time, I was like, oh, there's a guy I like after another guy that I liked. So then I was like, okay. So I liked there was a girl, there was a guy in 2007 where I was like, oh, I lost my virginity to him. Um, then I was like, I'm pansexual because, I was like, oh, I'm pan. Gender doesn't matter, blah, blah, blah. And I was saying I was pansexual until somebody said, like, when you say the way they said it is bisexuality is just like, it's kind of overt, it's in your face. And some people use pansexual to really put the emphasis on it doesn't matter the label, blah, blah, blah. But it also sounds as if you're desexifying what bisexuality is. So I was like, okay. So I identify as bisexual. I have dated people that are trans. We'll date people that are non-binary. It is what it is. What ended up happening, I ended up going to my first sex dungeon in 2011. Was it 2011? 2011, 2012. Actually, it was 2012 because I had my car by then. And I learned different things. One of my friends, she's a little. I am not a little. I learned, as I was sitting there learning things, I learned that I am someone that will fight you for control. I am a rat. I want to give you power, but I want you to work for it. I've always been that person where I would like for you to do something, but I'm going to make you work for it. I never believe in outright giving it to you. I'm submissive. Um, So if you don't know, there's BDSM, which is bondage, domination, discipline. BDSM, oh shit. Bondage, discipline, domination, submission, sadomasochism, masochism. That's how you do it. Um, and I realized that I would love to be spanked. I would love to be tied up and blindfolded as my partner is, tickling me, kissing me, doing other things. Um, I would like for that to happen. Has it happened? No, it has not. I realized that I would like to be tied up with rope. And being tied up with rope is a rope bunny. If you're tying someone up, you're a rigger. You're a rope rigger. For dominance, there's all sorts of different things. You can call them master. You can call them daddy. All this stuff. Here's my thing. I'm not calling somebody master, and I'm not calling someone daddy because it just kind of feels weird. It feels weird for me personally. I like sir or ma'am. Those are to me. That's respectful. That being said, as a brat is someone that just, like, some people are like, oh, they're just so disrespectful. A brat is so disrespectful. They should give up control right away. No. If I'm going to wrestle with you to see who gets control, that's fun to me. To me. I want to be kissed. It's been a while since I've been kissed. This is just me flying off the cuff with everything. So there's going to be a lot of stuff. And the thing is, I was like, oh, brats and blah, 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 and learning about brats and being a brat. I was like, I'm really interested in it. And this was 2018. Same with the sewing. And then 2020 came around because I kept pushing both to the side. And I was like, I really should look into it. And I've looked into bratting. And I'm like, I would like to have a brat tamer. Here's the thing, though. I don't really have that much experience. And I realized that as a brat, whoever is the tamer, they're gonna have to. Oh gosh, they're just gonna be annoyed with me, and I'm working through that. My mental space is working through that. As a black woman who wants to be in BDSM, my whole thing of like, if I'm allowing someone to spank me, what does that mean? I remember at the sex dungeon in 2012, I remember there was this couple, there was this guy with long hair, this white guy with long hair and this white woman, and he had tied her up. He was just like spanking her and everything. And I was like, to me, that was the most romantic thing I had ever seen. Because right after, like, he got her a towel, he put her in the towel, he gave her like some juice and some food and was feeding it to her, and she was just sitting on his lap, and he's looking deep into her eyes and he's like, are you okay? And they're just doing aftercare, and I was like, I fucking want that. I fucking want that. Aftercare, for those of you who don't know, is after you play either spanking or whatever, the dom talks to you, you talk to the dom, or as a submissive, you talk to the dom, and you're just going over stuff. I am tired of putting myself in a box to make someone else fucking happy. And it's taking me to age 38 to realize I've done that for any relationship when it comes to sex. I had sex. I did have sex, but I mean, it was fun having sex, but I was not in the space of like really enjoying it. I mean, I enjoyed it, but it was short lived because I had to leave. And the weird thing is, 2019, I said, I am going to have sex with a purpose. It should be with someone that I actually want to be with. It should be with a future spouse. This, that, and the other. And that did not happen. And I can count on, let me tell you, I have less than 10 people that I have slept with. Lost my virginity when I was 22. I look at other people who are in these things and they're happy, and I'm like, I don't. I don't have a lot of experience. Of course, my mouth is dry as hell. So, I've joined a few subs, trying to get my feelers out, trying to learn things. At the same time I'm doing that, I'm just thinking to myself, like, I should probably go to a munch. I know I should go to a munch. A munch is where you go and meet BDSM people. It's usually like a brunch, so there's not that much, stuff you got to worry about. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. I just feel weird. Because if I go, I would be by myself. All of my friends are mostly in Milwaukee. My coworkers go, but do I really want to go with my coworkers to munch? I don't know. But I want to hold a hand and stuff and just, I don't know. And then, on top of that, I am currently ovulating. And when you ovulate, here's my thing. I have been ovulating for a couple of days now. And with me, for whatever reason, I now have anxiety attacks on like the 3 biggest days of when I'm going to be like, my ovulation's really high. I have panic attacks. Not panic attacks, sorry. I have anxiety attacks. To a point where I'm like, I feel like I'm dying. I had one last night. I feel it coming now, and I'm trying not to. I'm trying to go through it and whatever, but I'm feeling like the effects of it where I feel worried. And I'm just trying to breathe normal so nothing happens. It doesn't help that I am listening. Quinn, I am listening to Quinn, the audio, the app. Holy fucking shit, they have people that you can listen to that do things. It's adult things. I've been listening to that. And there are 2 guys that I have listened to non-fucking stop to the point where I'm like, bitch, you need to let it go. You do not know these men. You will never know these men. You need to stop it. But the things they have said, I have never thought of strangling. Like strangling, I've never been like, would I want a hand necklace? No, the fuck, I would not want a hand necklace. But when this man talks about it, he's like, oh yeah, I've been in a BDSM community. I'm like, what? You're younger than me, and you've been. Holy shit! I am not. I'm amazed, and I'm like, good for you, kid. But at the same time, I'm also angry at myself because I didn't take, I didn't go out and say, let me go find out more information. Let me go follow through and do things. But hearing about strangling from this particular person, I was like, I might give it a shot. This person's talking about spitting. I was like, I say that because when I was a kid, I had there was a little white girl who was like 6 and I was 8, and she would spit on me when I would go to swimming. Yeah, I did swimming class. I also did ice skating. I also did some Girl Scouts where I went on camp. That's because I sold a ton of Girl Scout cookies. Anyway, the point is, this white girl, for whatever reason, she would yell at me and there would be other stalls open that she'd go shower. She's like, "You're taking too long. Get out." And I'm like, "Leave me alone." And she was in a different class. And she would just spit at me. And adults were nearby, and nobody was like, "Hey, little white girl, don't do that." No. So then I'm like, if I try to tell somebody or do something, they don't give a fuck. These adult women are seeing what this little bitch is doing to me, but nobody's saying anything. I told my mom, and she's like, "Get her back, spit on her back or something. I don't know, to do something." So I said, okay. The last day, because I knew my black ass would get in trouble if I did this during other days. But this was my last day. What did I do? I'll tell you what I did. I'm in the shower. She's trying to spit at me. I'm like, "Leave me alone." She will not. She continues like to spit, and it's like frothy and stuff. And it's just like, and it's just mostly going on her. So I'm like, okay, fine. I go to an empty shower that she was not using because she wanted whichever one I was at, she wanted mine. And I was like, "Why the fuck do you want mine? There are open ones that you could go to, but you always find the one I'm at," and then would pester me. So as she's showering, mind you, both of us are just having the swimsuits on, and we're just like rubbing down this. We're not taking clothes off or anything like that. So I took my shower cap, my not shower cap, but my swimming cap off, filled it with cold water, and I walked up to her, and she's like, "Oh, blah 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 blah." And I waited. I waited till I was fully clothed, by the way, to do this. And then I went and I poured it right on her. And then I ran. And she was screaming. It was beautiful. Now, was that childish? I was 10. Fuck that little white girl. Fuck her. Fuck her and fuck her. Anyway, I've never thought of spitting because of that trauma. Because of that trauma and that whole thing of, you spit on me, you do not like me, you are being an asshole. But you get somebody that spits, and I listen to it, and I'm like, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. I'm starting to open up my horizons a little. I'm starting to realize things. Another thing that I'm looking into is content with feet. No. Not like, ooh, content. No. I mean, showing my feet somewhere. I don't know where yet, but at this point, I'm like, shit is getting real. Somebody will want my feet pics. Actually looking at either feet pics or selling my old socks. I also have Wish Tinder. Unfortunately, Wish Tinder has not been updated because when I signed up, they were like, "Oh yeah, just so you know, we're no longer with this one company, so we're going to be with a different company." And I was like, okay, that was in February. It is now June. Let me go to Wish Tinder and see if anything has changed. Because Wish Tinder, you say, "Hey, this is what I want," and you maybe get pay pigs to give you things. Is it working now? Nope, you're unable to activate your wish list. So you're still unable, and then they're saying like they're still making a transition. They're still making transition. So I've just posted a bunch of stuff of like, "Hey, this is what I want, blah blah blah." Click when I don't respond. Click when you pissed off baby girl. I said, "I want you to fix my MacBook Pro. Give me some roller skates. There's some luggage that I want. 10 months of Weight Watchers, a MacBook Pro 2. That would be a repair when I'm tired and need coffee, all this stuff." Oh, this is such a hot ass, but I don't know. Oh, they're beta testers, so they're getting beta testers. Anyway, I've just been looking at different things of what I could do, and I guess this all stemmed, besides the whole awakening of myself, I had a mentor that said to me that he could see me making it as not a call girl, but as not a mistress, but as a woman who would not be tied to a man. And he's like, I think you could do it, Veronica. And I was like, how dare you? And then I did it for free, like a stupid bitch. Never do it. If you're gonna have sex, get something out of it. Don't be a stupid bitch like I was and do it for love. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Please don't do that. Please don't. Please don't do that. Don't prostitute yourself or do anything like that. Do not do anything like that. If you want to, you do it because you want to, or you do whatever you want to. But I'm saying don't do things like that because you could go to jail. And I am not promoting or telling you what you should or should not do. But if I did want to pay pigs, I need to find pay pigs. I guess my thing is every time I learn something, I'm like, I should do that. And as I'm looking at this, I want to do it. But then my brain is like, I don't know. Excuse me. I'm looking at different things. I'm looking at different websites. There's also websites where you can sell your underwear and your socks. Several things. I guess what I was trying to say is there's a lot of things that are going on currently in my mind. I miss intimacy. And yes, I know I talked about sex, but I also miss intimacy, holding hands, kissing. Um, I always had this thing of like, if I'm in a relationship with someone, I would want to hold their hand or put my hand in their hair, do things like that. I'm still single. And I think about when I would hold someone's hand, how I would get sexually excited. I don't know why, but for whatever fucking reason, like holding hand where that person would like touch my hand, and I would just be, it, I would be very happy, and it would just be a touch or even a kiss. And I realized that I want more kissing, I want more hugging and cuddling, and not necessarily sex. I would like sex in a relationship, but then I'm also like, I have to go outside in order to get that. I have to go to a lunch, and with one weekend a day or one weekend a week, I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I'd rather just, wash dishes. Oh, sorry, I'm doing this as I was doing it. I'm like, I would rather wash dishes or do something else than that. I don't know. This went weird. Originally, I was going to talk about how feral I was and how feral I've been, but I think I'm tapering off from ovulation because I no longer feel as horny as I was, which that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't fucking know. The other thing that is happening is that behind me, for whatever reason, it looks like there was smoke, but there is no fucking smoke. This room has been mostly closed off, but for whatever fucking reason, when I turned on the heat, got that. And they were like, it's you. So now I'm waiting for the heat because for whatever reason, the heater doesn't work. So I blasted. I blasted to the highest one. I don't know why. I'm just annoyed, I guess. I don't know. Also, I should not have a crush on someone that is 29 going on 30. I am going to be 38 this year. Do not. I said 32. No, did I say 32? I think I said 32 to maybe 43 or whatever. I don't know. So, oh yeah. I no longer have a crush on Chris Evans, the actor. Yeah, the actor and director, before we go. I no longer have a crush on him. I wish him the best, but no, I don't have a crush on him. And it's been a hot minute since I've actively gone into the threads. Because again, my hyperfixation is now Quinn. And listening to guys get off and moan, which I realized is something I like a lot. I didn't recognize it, but hearing a guy groan, hearing a guy tell me that he wants to orgasm inside, I now like breeding kink. Yes, the fuck. Yes, bring it, bring it, bring it. I like it. Anyway, this went, what the fuck. I will let you guys go. And as always, fuck Tom Brady.